guys and girls, and welcome to the Week 10 match versus the New Orleans Pelippers, coached by none other than my good friend and buddy John, aka PokeMEN. And yeah, if you know what's going on with the Borussia Donphan at the moment, you know that we will have to win all of our upcoming matches if we want to have a shot at the playoff spot, which are still remaining. John is in the same race as I am. He is in the same, not division, but the same conference. He is fighting for the same playoff spot I am fighting right now. So it's an important win for him too, if he should get that, but we are definitely fighting for not allowing that to happen. Yeah, but before we go into the whole tree preview thing, the usual shoutouts at the beginning. First of all, shout out to Isaac and Kino for the beautiful thumbnail and layout. Shout out to Juan, link for his channel in the description, for joining my team, and shout out for Rhyquinn for recording this match for me, because sadly I do not own a capture card, I do not have the financial resources to afford one, so I have to rely on others to record my matches for me. And yeah, Pete was kind enough to do that for me. His links will be in the description as well. Definitely check out these 4 fine people out. I just mentioned. But yeah, now it's finally time for the team preview, and for my team, if you want to know more in detail what's going on with my team, what his biggest threats are, why I brought these mons and not others, what his biggest threats are, what do I have what I expect, what do I have, what I prepare for the most, what maybe is not that important, all this stuff will be answered in the team builder I upload every week. Links for that will be in the description as well, but for all which don't have the time for that, a real quick summary of my team. First of all, Mega Alakazam, Modest, Protect, with Psychic, Hidden Power, Fire and Single Beam, Choice Scarf, Landorus, Earth Power, Hidden Power, Ice, Focus Blast and U-Turn, Physical Defensive, Rocky Helmet, Rotis with Moonblast, Wish, Protect and Hidden Power, Fire, Choice Band and Reckless, Hitmonlee with High Jump Kick, Close Combat, Knockoff and Mark Punch. Then we have Element Offensive, Ockerberry Scizor with Roost, Sword Stance, Bullet Punch and U-Turn, and as last, Expert Belt, Mixed Mesprit with Fire Punch, Ice Beam, Energy Ball and Stir Frog. Looking at John's team, he brought the Latios, the Rotom Cup, the Landorus Therian, the Cryogonal, the Lopunny, and 3 Uniclus. And the first thing I mentioned is no Bishop, no Bishop, no Bishop. No Bishop! That's great. Bishop was a huge threat to my team. The only thing I had for this thing, if it sets up his D, is my Hitmonlee. And if he has a Shovel Blade to take the Mark Punch, I am in the world of hurt and he can potentially sweep my team. He did not brought that, and he did not even brought one of these Pursuit Trappers. No Cryogonal, no Escavalier, no Umbreon, no Pursuit Trapper from Alakazam. There's a lot of pressure off going for Alakazam for prediction stuff like that. It seems he really only has to be Uniclus to take that thing on. Mega Lopunny, probably Adamant. I'm banking on it that it's Adamant right now. Cryogonal, maybe Scarfed, maybe definitely Offensive, I would assume, because I have no Freeze Strike switch-ins, but he may be Scarfed, he may be Life Orb, Never Melt Ice, something like that. Then Landorus, maybe Scarfed as well. Like, one of the first 4 is basically a Scarfer, I have to assume, because he has nothing to Australian Alakazam otherwise. But Landorus, he may be defensive for Scizor, or he may be Choice Scarf, both viable sets. Same goes for the Rotom, maybe defensive, maybe Choice Scarf. Same with Latios, maybe, definitely offensive, but maybe Choice Scarf, maybe Life Orb. I don't know yet. He already brought Choice Scarf trick once. This may be the time for him to bring it again. But yeah, looking at his team, I think he either leads with the, or he will probably lead with Lopunny. That's what I'm assuming. So I want to leave him Alakazam, Protect on the Fake Out, and yeah, pressure him right away with the potential Psychic. So that's why I decided to leave him Alakazam. And yeah, let's see what John will lead with. John is issuing a challenge, and let's go with the Week 10 match. He decides to leave his Blobby, probably expecting my Alakazam lead. So yeah, I have to worry about this check to my Alakazam right from the start. I just go for Protect here, Mega Evolve. Trace, whatever his ability is, if he's Magic Guard, I have to worry about more of a Calm Mind. If he's a Regenerator, he's probably Assault Vest. That's like John's favorite set, to reduce the Regenerator Assault Vest. So yeah, I Trace the Generator. This is good news, so this means in the Assault Vest variant, this means he can take the hits way better, but I think I don't have to worry about the Calm Mind setup. So yeah, he goes for the Shadow Ball. I protect myself. I was very tempting to stay in right here and take the Shadow Ball, switch out with Generator, getting health back just to get a big hit off on this thing. But if he's Max Special Attack, Life Orb, he actually can OHKO my Alakazam, so I don't want to deal with that. He goes to the Psychic, and this damage shows to me that he is definitely, he's not defensive, but he's not fully offensive either. So he's some kind of weird special attack investment thing going on. I don't know which spread. Probably, I'm assuming exactly the amount he needs to OHKO Mega Alakazam. That's just the thing I'm assuming right now. I just switch out into my Scizor right because I want to scout for the Flash Cannon, but he doesn't have that. It seems to just go for the second Psychic. I just can go for U-Turn here, grabbing the momentum. He goes into his Landorus, and from the damage I'm giving him right now, and from the Rocky Helmet damage I'm taking right now, I can definitely assume this is a defensive variant, probably is Rocker. So this thing is not Scarf, we already know that. Blobby, of course, one on Scarf either, so we still have to identify Scarf. I go right number pretty, basically saying I have Ice Beam, switch out, my dear, you don't want to die right here. Oh, that rhymed, nice. But yeah, I can just go for the Stealth Rock right here, don't want to go for the Ice Beam Breath from the start. I'd rather get my Rock Slide because this Reuniclus is not it's Regenerator, not Magic Guard, and I need Rocks to potentially 2-hit KO that with a Jump Kick, and just in general damage on this thing is great because Blobby will be a pain to take down. I just go into my Thunder Pants right here, basically sacking it because I don't have any other switch into Shadow Ball I want to go in. And yeah, I just go for Moonblast right here to go for damage. Maybe outspeed with our investment, but he switches out. For some reason, maybe predicting my Scizor, I don't know really. He goes into Landorus and takes a very big hit from this Moonblast right there. Definitely showing that he's not specially defensive, and he's only max HP physically defensive. But yeah, I can just go for Moonblast right here, and this is a big hit to the Landorus. I just decide right here to go for the Wish for the potential Stealth Rock you want to go for if he values the more than a dead Robotease. But yeah, I just go for the Wish right here, but he plays it safe, goes for the Earthquake, and takes down my Robotease, and we are sadly down 5-6 from the start, but now I have a free switch into my Mustachio. I was very sure he would not switch into the Reuniclus right here, because Shadow Ball would actually kill this thing from this range. He doesn't know yet that I don't have Shadow Ball. The Shadow Ball would kill this and will get a huge hit on the Reuniclus, so I didn't expect him to go for that. I rather expected like more cheeky Latios switch on the on something. No, not Latios, cheeky low penny switch or the sack on the Landorus. But yeah, I just go for Psychic. Sadly goes into this Blobby. I do not get the Split F drop, so that was definitely a wasted turn on my part. But I now calc it, and this is definitely Assault this variant, and if he's not life up, he can't outcome me with Shadow Ball. So yeah, he goes for Shadow Ball, and like you can see from this damage, yeah, he cannot outcome me. He does a lot, but he can't outcome me, and he's in the range of another Single Beam. I just go for that right there. I don't want to overpredict this thing. I need damage on this thing, and Single Beam will hurt everything. After Rocks, it can kill the Landorus, and Low Pony resisted, but it will still do a lot. And I could switch up and go for Psychic, so I don't want to risk that. With Caragona, I'll go for the Single Beam, and this damage definitely says it is an offensive one. I switch out right here because either he's going back into Reuniclus, get a Regenerator, or his Choice Scarf and will kill me. In both cases, the switch into my Scizor is the best one, because either way, I can take the Ice Hit, scale this out, or I have the matchup versus the Blobby. He indeed goes into this Blobby, trying to be cheeky and get a more Regenerator, which basically works out, because he will switch out right here and get his Regenerator. But I can just go for the Roost right here and be back at a decent amount of health, so I can take any fire hit from any of his mons. I don't know which one has hit fire coverage, but I can take any of these hits with the Roost right here. He gets Intimidate off, but even at -1, a max attack Bullet Punch should kill this Landorus from this range. So after this Roost, I will just click the Bullet Punch button and hopefully kill this Landorus. Like, it is in range. Like, a Calcit is, it's of course I can never be 100% sure. I was so much wrong with like percentages, but this time I'm not. Landorus goes down, I only get some Rocky Helmet damage on myself. And he decides to go into his Rotom Cut, and that means he has either HP Fire or he has the Will-O-Wisp with defensive, so I have no reason not to switch out into my method right here and scared out an Ice Beam. I don't mind the burn. His Cryogonal is already very weak and will be in range of a Fire Punch either way, and I can scare this thing out with a modest Expert Belt Ice Beam. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp, definitely proving to me that this is a more defensive variant probably. He has the Leftovers, which definitely implies that he's more defensively orientated. And yeah, I just clicked the Ice Beam button. It's my strongest attack I have either way. It's Energy Bell or Ice Beam. Ice Beam is the one which is this super effectively, so we just clicked that button. He decides to switch out into his Blobby right here, basically seeing what I want to go for and basically tanking any hit I can go for. Ice Beam won't do much, and from this damage I definitely know he's Assault Vest, but he's not only Assault Vest, he's a bit more bulky than Assault Vest on the special side. I just decided to sack my Spinner right here. The thing it was most valuable for, it was the Landorus. That thing is already dead. He got up Rocks, which is nice, so I just go for repeatedly Ice Beams. It's the same power as Energy Ball, and I'd rather get the freeze than the drop, so that's why I go for Ice Beams. I can take the Shadow Ball right here, and trying to be, knowing John, he likes to be cheeky. He likes to be very cheeky. I go for the Fire Punch right here, predicting a switch out into Natty Ice. I don't know if Ice Beam would have killed it either way, but just in case, I'd rather go for Fire Punch and kill this thing, because Cryogonal has very good special bulk, and he obviously risks Ice Beam, but it may have still killed because I'm plus special attack nature, but I just go for the cheeky Ice Punch, killing that thing off, predicting that switch, basically just to show him who's in charge right here. It probably doesn't matter this prediction, but just to show him that I know what he's doing. I can read him like a book, like a fiddle. But yeah, Bethwood dies to burn, and now we have to double down. I go into a Medical Exam here, hoping that he maybe would go into Reuniclus to get his Regenerator, because then I would trace Regenerator, and with the switch out, I would be in health where I can take a quick attack again from Low Pony. But sadly, he decides to go into Slow Pony right here. I can just protect right here on the Fake Out, which he definitely will go for. I don't think he will risk his low pony right here, and I go for Psychic and stuff like that. You go for any, like, I don't know what he potentially could go for, even for versus me. I go for the Protect right here. He indeed goes for the Fake Out, so I can dodge that. And right here, like I said, I'm very sure he has a Quick Attack from my Alakazam, so I just switch out into my Scizor because I can take the Quick Attack, and I can take the potential Ice Punch after that. Fire Punch after that, because I'm very sure he's shown Quake Out, he has shown Quick Attack, he will have Return, and then he has only left Fire Punch or Ice Punch. One of the two. If he has Ice Punch, he will switch out. If he has Fire Punch, I can lift this and U-turn out. He indeed has the Fire Punch. Sadly, I do not have the Superpower. I decided against that because of Roost, because of Escavalier and Cryogonal. But yeah, sadly I can't Superpower KO him. That would have been great right here, but yeah, sadly only have the U-turn. I could have gone for Bullet Punch for more damage, but then something else would have needed to take a hit. So I just go for the slow U-turn right here. Can go into my Landorus, and knowing that his Fire Punch, like I said, he has no Ice Punch right here. So I can just go for the U-turn right here. Like, I'm very sure he has no Ice Punch. He will have Return. Why don't like the one Mon which has unresisted stab coverage? Why don't you run a stab on that? That would make no sense. So yeah, I just go for U-turn right here. No, thinking he will switch out, getting momentum, and he goes with Blobby. I can just go back into my Scizor. There are no hazards on the field. There are no Rocky Helmet users anymore on his side. So I can just keep clicking this nice U-turn button and basically killing things while keeping the momentum in my favor. He decides to switch out with Blobby, of course, it's very important Mon for him. And goes into this Rotom. And even though that thing is probably defensive, now I think about it, it's never confirmed if he's actually defensive. He maybe been special defensive, something like that. But yeah, I just go for U-turn right here, and like you can see, he will drop from this Adamant U-turn from my Scizor. And these are already 2 kills for Giraffe right here. And we are 4-4 versus Mr. John right here. Once again, I decide to go into my... No, right, now I go into my Mr. Man because he will grab momentum. He will first see what I go into. That's why I don't go into my Mega Kazam. And he goes into his Latios. He does not know yet that I'm Choice Scarfed because I did not outspeed anything on his team. So I can just go for the U-turn right here. Now showing that I'm Choice Scarfed. Now he definitely knows that, unless he's like a defensive Latios for some reason. But yeah, I can just go for U-turn right here and go into my Hitmonlee because either he goes for Ice Beam, if he thinks I'm not Yachi, or he goes for the Draco. I can take both from a non-life or Latios, and if he's life up, I just sack my Hitmonlee right here to get a free switch into my Mega Kazam or something like that. But he goes for the Draco. He gets a crit. Like you can see, he's not life up, but he is. After the matches will be proven that he's modest. So that was a roll to Oko either way. Didn't really matter the attacks right there. I would just go for the Mark Punch. But yeah, I can go back into Mr. Man, just click the U-turn, either killing this thing or grabbing the momentum. He decides to sack his Latios. And now I can go into my... Now I go to my Mega Kazam, trying to bait out the Reuniclus so I can get a Regenerator, but yeah, John is not that... He sees that... He sees through that basically he has no reason not to go to low pony right here. He can scare me out with Fake Out. But now, John... I will pause it right here. Now John has only 2 Mons left. It's Mega Lopunny and the Reuniclus. Lopunny, after Rocks damage, is about 60%. He's in range of Earth Power. Then he only has the Reuniclus left, which is about 65-ish%, something around between 60 and 70%. So after Rocks, he will be close over 50%. His Latios is dead, his Rotom is dead. He has no immunity to Earth Power anymore. My plan basically right here is to just sack my Mustachio and then spam Earth Power with my Landorus, basically getting all the kills. Sadly, I do not know the exact spread on the Reuniclus. I know he has a little bit special attack investment. Or he may be modest, like one of the two. And he is more than just Assault Vest on the special side. So I can't really... It may be a roll to kill him, or it's just guaranteed. I can't for sure say that, but I decide right here, basically that's my plan right here. In my head it's either GG now, or he has, or I don't get the rolls, or he's like just very bulky on Reuniclus. Like even if he's max special attack Assault Vest, I can get the rolls. If he's max special assault, that's exactly a 50-50 on the rolls. No, wait, I don't even know that. Depending on the HP he has, I don't even know the exact HP. So it may even be better than 50-50. But yeah, I go with Mr. Man. My plan is here to spam the Earth Power. It will kill the Lopunny, and 2 Earth Powers should kill this Reuniclus if he's only Assault Death. And if he's not Assault, it depends on rolls. So I just go for the Earth Power right here. After the rocks, he's around close over 50%. I go for the first Earth Power. He goes into yellow, and I go for second Earth Power. And come on, Landorus, get the roll, get the crit. Just kill him. I don't know. Do it. But he is on 5 HP, can go for the HP Ice, and that is sadly the GG with my Landorus. Because even though I can take it and I will kill it with second Earth Power, I'm now in range for a Quick Attack from Mega Lopunny, or even the Fake Out. Lopunny will just clean up right here. He will out-prioritize my Bullet Punch with Scizor. My only way of winning is if he like misclicks and don't go for Fake Out with Quick Attack, and I kill it with an Earth Power. Same with Scizor, he doesn't go for quick attack, and I get like a crit bullet punch on him. One of the two has to happen if I still want to win this, but this is basically a GG. We talked after the match, his Rhyquinn was indeed max special defense assault death, but modest nature with the assault death. So, and he was at 117 HP, so I had to get 158 and 159 roll. The roll for the Rhyquinn is 54 to 64 damage, so it basically exactly was 50%. It was a 50% chance basically to kill him with these 2 rolls I had to get, and it's very unfortunate that I lost right here. Landorus just hates me, it seems. He had to play 2 seasons for my team, and now he doesn't like me anymore. He doesn't get the roll versus Rotom versus Dan. He doesn't get the 50-50 roll versus the Nidoqueen versus John, and now he doesn't get the 50-50 roll versus John. Landorus, I don't know what I did to you. I'm very sorry, but please, can you start getting the rolls? Please, can you start getting the rolls in my favor and not in my opponent's favor? That would be great. But yeah, this is the 1-0 victory for John and the New Orleans Pelippers, sadly. That means the best we can do is go even. The best we can go right now is going 6-6, and that probably means we can't reach the playoffs anymore. Like, I did not do the math. Someone of you will probably do that after I said that. But maybe if some weird shenanigans happen with the other coaches, I can still make it. But I'm probably out of playoffs, I have to face it right now. This season, Borussia Donphan will probably not reach the playoffs. I will still fight for all, even the match doesn't matter to me. Just thinking about ruining the dreams of someone else is already motivation enough for me. I'm that kind of person. But yeah, that's all for this match. We will face Nick next week. We hexed him out last season, and last time we faced him with a crit on Earth Power. The one time Landorus did something, maybe he just felt bad for that and just keeps getting the low rolls versus the opponents now. I don't know, but Landorus, just get the crit again and we can start talking again to each other. But yeah, that was this match. Definitely check out John, definitely check out all the other guys I mentioned at the beginning of the video. All the links will be in the description, and yeah. I will see you for the week next match. Borussia Donphan, we are still going hard. We are still going for your wins. But probably not in the playoffs, sadly. I have to face it. Someone will do the math and tell me if there's still hope. But either way, I will see you next week. Full Force versus Nick and the Boston Red Sox. And yeah, see you there. Ciao.